This is Damon Stevens with FinWealth Builders, and today is Thursday, October 28, 2021, and this is stock market update for today. So let's check the market out here. Wow, look at the market here. So looking at the Dow Jones, we were up 0.68%, NASDAQ up 1.39%, and S&P 500 up 0.98%. So nice and green, so nice change. So we're green across the board overall. FANG stocks are pretty strong, except for Google a little bit. I know Amazon after hours pulled down a little bit, but we're getting the charts to take a look at what's going on here and what to look for. Overall, if you look at the heat map around the world as well, it's, overall mixed, but mostly green. We'll look at tomorrow for Friday, see how we want to close out the week and see if we can get some, some strong momentum here as we close out. Looking at, the overall scanner, you can see here that HCWB and VRAR were the top two. I did not trade all of these. The one that I did trade was VRAR, so we'll take a look at that one and see what happened with that. So, the price down here is 912, high of 1458. So nice run up here on the stock here. So we're gonna look at this in the morning as well, see if we can get a continuation up here. It kind of peaked out, had a spike up at 16. I didn't catch that, but I did catch a piece of this. I'm looking really to see if we can extend this up through 16 or maybe even close to 18 tomorrow. So definitely watching this for tomorrow. On my short watch list is VRAR. See if we can grab some of that. HUDI was another one. You see here this multi-day trade, and you see that it just continues to just kind of grind up nice and slowly. And the low down here was around $10, and we're up to $28.50 so far. So looking good. It's up against resistance right here. So, but against all the moving averages. So definitely looking at HUDI for the morning for continuation. So hopefully this one continues to deliver for us. So this one is an excellent one, and I'm just making a note for myself here as well. DWACW, this was multi-day trade as well. We had the big spike up to 80, which was just crazy, just off the hype and the news around Trump and this company's. And then you can see they kind of pull back down here. It's pulled down to 2180, spiked up to 44, back down to 20. That kind of took us into today, and then we had a high of 36. So it continues to give us rides here. So we're going to keep this on here. I'm sure with all the news and all the hype around this that, we're going to continue to see, this ebb and flow. So definitely keeping this on my watch list here. Something to keep an eye on. I think you can just day trade this one. I don't know if I'd swing this one. I'm just not quite sure where this company's going to go, but we'll see. BITO. So I brought this one up because this one's a really good one, and I want you to look at something here. I want you to look at this pattern. So you see the pattern, how this comes down, it's flat, arches over, and then it bumps up, and then here we're at today. So BITO, this is the pro shares of Bitcoin. So, some people have asked me, hey, I'd like to get Bitcoin, but, I'm not going to spend $2,000 for Bitcoin. So is there any other, stock or anything like similar to Bitcoin, or a way that I could trade Bitcoin without having to buy Bitcoin? And this is the one you want to look at, BITO, if you want something that's a little cheaper and more manageable. So look at this chart here. This is the reason I wanted to show you this. If you look at this chart here and you look at Bitcoin, you see this come down, see it flat, arch up, and over. Let's go back and just so you can see the similarity between these charts. So not totally exact. Obviously, they're not exact on price either, but similar enough to where they're moving hand in hand together. So just an option, if somebody, is looking at, hey, I want to invest in Bitcoin in a different way, there you go. Just wanted to share that with you today, and hopefully that's helpful for you if you're one of those that was wondering how to trade something, Bitcoin differently. So as far as earnings have been just explosive this week. It's been hard to keep up with them, but not as exciting as I thought. Overall they're positive. I've been able to scalp a few of these, but thought I was going to be able to do a lot more, but I have not. But regardless, earnings have been great. Microsoft, you see here, new highs here, and this thing just continues to pump up here. So we're looking at continuation here. we can break above 326, we're just going higher, 330, 340. So, Microsoft strong. Apple, I think it pulled back here in the evening. We'll see in the morning, but after its earnings, it's a little disappointment. I think they have some supply chain issues as well. But we'll see if we can just ride this back up here. If we can get above this 152, then 157 is going to be where we're going to run to again. So looking for a continuation on that. TDOC is nice and strong. Pulled down here for earnings, so this was a nice way to just grab it. And then this is because of the earnings, it just ran or clear back up. So 130 to 153, great run. If you captured any of that, you're loving life. So just nice little popped off of the earnings. So that's the part that I like about earnings, is where you can catch these dips where there's an emotional sell-off here or a huge sell-off, and then ride it back up. So we're looking for continuation up here, towards this 153 and higher. So TDOC's looking awesome. I'm looking forward to tomorrow to trade it. Now is nice, been give us a nice run as well. It pulled back here a little bit. It's trying to run back up. Found some resistance here, looking to see if this can give us a continuation up here and break out above these highs here at 692. So looking at now, Align, LIGN. So we would look at this one. This one, earnings, big old huge spike. It pulled back down to 607. It's back up to 632. So it's just, even if you miss the earnings call, this is giving you another chance to run at this. So hopefully we grab that. You can see that's very bullish. So we're going to be looking at that one as well. And then let's get into the other tech stocks here. And again, these are not recommendations. These are just showing you what we're trading and what we're watching and each day. So Tesla, this has been on our chart forever. I always talk about Tesla. Great news on earnings, and Tesla just continues to run up here. Has some resistance that it found, around this 1080, 1090. We need to see if we can break that again. Looking for a continuation of Tesla to new highs. If we can break out of here, then past 1100, would be 1200. And so far it's very bullish. So we're expecting Tesla to continue to run north. So really exciting with Tesla. NVIDIA, we kind of paused here as we hit some resistance here. We're sitting right under that resistance line again at 250. And we got to gap down here to fill, but so far we're holding very bullish and holding towards going north. AVGO, Broadcom, we talked about as well. Couple day pullback here. Tried to rally it back up towards this resistance. Didn't quite make it, but we're working our way there. So keeping that on our list as well. Moderna, I have not bought this back in this yet. I know it's a slow grind up here. I'm just really wanting to break this 50 before I hop in. So you see I saw this line here at 359. So if we can break above that, I'm back in, and we should be on the bold side, running again. Bonds, 10-year bonds. So you can see here, nice and flat under here. So no concerns there. Dollar down here in this channel, right around the 50. So no concern there. The VIX popped up a little bit and then pulled back down. As long as you can stay in this little range here below, the SPY and stocks will continue to run. You see the SPY here, a couple pennies short, making a new high, but it's right here and held above resistance a little bit better than it did a few days ago. So looking for a breakout here. So it's right there at our resistance spot, ready to break out to new highs again. So talked about Tesla. Let me get back here to triple Q. So triple Q's breaking out to new highs, broke into this new channel here as well. We're loving that. So we'd be working our way up to 388 would be the next goal. So we'll see if we can continue that approach. But boy, we very bullish market right now. So it's exciting. So semiconductors, we talked about this. It pulled back after hitting resistance. It's right back up against that resistance again. So looking to pull up to new highs. Same with IWM. IWM had a nice pullback here, rallied back up, got above the resistance line, and it's holding in that channel there. So hopefully we can continue to break up here. Financials pull back again to the 10, rallied back up over the 5. So again, we got that resistance. We got to break through around that 40-42 level, so we can continue rallying up higher. Looking at gold, gold's right underneath that resistance area. Still holding. Silver, pull back. Down to the 10, you got the moving average is curling down here. So that's a little concerning. That's a little weak for silver. Hopefully we can hold it right at this 2050. We have two moving averages right next to each other. So hopefully that's enough support to hold silver up. Bitcoin, so Bitcoin, we pulled down here. We're back up to resistance, seeing if we can break out here. And then we have this big long run on this candle that we can make towards that 67,000. Ethereum, just rocking it. So doing really well. Up to new highs here, just barely under this spike that we had here at 43.61. Looking for it to break that and go up towards 4,600. And Shiba. So Shiba made a nice rally up here to 89.50, pulled back and retraced about 50%. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Looking for Shiba to bounce off the 6,500 level, hopefully, and run back up. If it doesn't, we could be retracing back clear to the bottom of this candle. So, I said I got out of Shiba. I took profits. I'm waiting. I almost got back in here. I have some entries in here to get back in. It almost hit my entry in today, but it didn't quite get in there. So, looking for some momentum here and then some direction on Shiba to whether we continue to rally back up here and get back in and run this back up, or if we pull back here, then I'll just probably jump back in here at the bottom of this breakup candle. So that's our stocks. That's our cryptos. Really healthy market. Lots of bulls out there. Hopefully you're making lots of money. Stay safe out there. It's Friday. Options will be closing out. Weekly options will close out next tomorrow. And we'll be looking for how the market wants to close out the week. But everybody have a great weekend and stay safe out there. And we will talk later.